Hey, welcome to Conference Update with Superintendent Brian and Donalyn. And we're coming to you
Live. No.
recorded from the superintendent's office here at the Pacific Conference in the let's see, Sunday morning, we were at Valley View right here.
Right here.
And I said, we're kind of in the mother-in-law suite. We have our separate entrance, and so, but it's in the same building as Valley View. So
That was kind of funny.
it was, yeah, we had a good time at Valley View.
We sure
Although,
did.
oh my goodness, daylight savings time. Why do we keep doing this? Why? I keep saying I don't care who says this, but I will vote for president anybody who says they will fix this daylight savings issue.
Are you sure?
Probably not, but I didn't sleep well Saturday night. Sunday morning I had a meeting before church and then do church all of a sudden. I was so tired.
Now we went home.
Then we went home for, briefly. Less than 48 hours. But all kinds of fun last week. My goodness.
It was a full week.
Full week.
Because we had Pessum.
We had
right?
Pessum here. Last Wednesday we recorded, and then that night we went to East Vancouver, and they had food, and it was wonderful, and such a good time at East Vancouver Church.
Those ladies, they know how to be hostesses.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there might have been some men involved with that too, but
still,
they know how to host.
Oh.
I mean, I know this from when we used to do Women for Missions at East Vancouver Church, and so they would host when we would do our lunch before everything started. So they're always just really awesome at that. That's a gift.
Yep. That was amazing.
Food was
good
great.
Stuff there at East Vancouver. Thursday night we were around the corner at Happy Valley, and we had supper with Jim and Becky Steele before the evening meeting, and I've known Becky Steele since I was 3 years old. And
my goodness.
So
we won't say how many years.
That means I've known her for at least 30 years. A little bit more. And so that was all kinds of fun. And then we had Board of Ministry here last Friday, and that was an all-day deal with the Board of Ministry and fun with the gang. So all kinds of just chaos and stuff going on, and
it's a whirlwind.
It is a whirlwind,
but it's good.
It's great.
I'm
having all kinds of fun. We're totally surviving.
I think I went with you to all the local conferences last week.
You did.
I'm not able to go to all of them.
Right.
I know this week I'm going to be missing out.
Tomorrow.
Yes. I had to think. I forget what day it is because usually
tomorrow I'm taking off to go to Seattle area to do local conferences with our Seattle churches. So it's going to be great. Woohoo! And
I wished I could come, but I need to focus on women's ministry stuff.
It's all kinds of fun. And so that's coming up this week. It's going to be great. Women's ministry, you got retreat coming up. I don't want to say when. Okay,
week and a half.
It's a week from Friday. You're at the coast at retreat, and it's going to be amazing.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah. So just be praying for health.
Mm-hmm.
For our speaker especially, and for all the ladies that are coming. I just pray for health and protection over us, so that we can all have a great time and not give anything to our speaker because she's heading on a missions youth trip to Mexico. Like she gets done speaking, she heads home, and I think it's only hours, not even a day, like hours before she takes off and heads on a school bus with a bunch of youth.
Yeah, to do Mexico. A mission trip to Mexico.
She's done this many times, so she knows what she's doing.
Yeah. And so Jenny's going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
And women's retreat, all that stuff going on. Last week we did pastor's prayer time at Salem Evangelical
Oh, how
Church.
did that go?
That was wonderful. It
Oh,
was
good.
amazing.
How did you have a
And
lot that showed up?
we did. Not everybody can make it because people are busy, and it's different than a normal routine. But it was great,
Oh,
and people
good.
were there, and we had a great time of worship. Jonathan led us in some worship. Jonathan's a music worship pastor there at Salem Evangelical, and I don't know. I always see him lead worship from the piano, and for some reason, he walked in with a guitar rather than bring a piano in this room. I suppose it was
A
easier
little
with,
bit easier.
and it never crossed my mind. Oh, Jonathan can lead with a guitar too, and he's wonderful, and I had a great time. And good time connecting with the pastors, praying with each other. We need more of that. And yeah. And so I don't know what else we got going on here, Donalyn. We're getting the hot water tank fixed, so
It's fixed.
it's fixed. It's great. Yeah,
It was simple.
it was very simple.
I thought
Yeah,
our hot water tank was dying, but they haven't. I didn't know this was a thing, but they have an extra valve on the top that he just turned up a little bit and is great. So now I think like our dishwasher is actually like will be working better.
nice.
I think it works better when you have
Yeah,
hot water.
hot water. Yeah,
What do I know?
dishwashers need that. Yeah,
So I'm excited.
yeah. I looked at my list. Let's see, Valley View. We did look. We did. I met with Pastor Parrish before church. Scott let me preach Sunday morning, which was fun, and then did a local conference after church. And there's somebody there that went to Cascade College, like my parents, and so of course they called me Ron. And it's been a while. I mean, they called me Ron. It used to be when I first started pastoring, there was like this 2 year overlap. And for several years, a lot of people just called me Ron, which is my dad's name. And so they call me Ron and now they call me Brian, and it's that rare time I get that throwback to over 20 years ago when they pretty much called me Ron more than they called me Brian. And my dad has had to deal with now he's not Ron, he's Brian's dad. So
It's flipped.
it has flipped. It's totally flipped. So,
Oh dear.
oh my goodness! And you got to see the kid Sunday, and get to see your Maria kid. I saw her too.
Yeah, I
And
popped up to Corvallis on our
yeah,
way home on
oh, we
Sunday,
like that
and
kid.
I don't
Yeah,
hang out with her as much. Of course,
yeah.
anyways, her
Well,
life is busy teaching, but it was so nice
yeah.
just to hang out with her for a bit.
And what's fun too is I did a local conference in Albany, and one of the people from the church there is also a teacher at Lebanon High School.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, and they know Maria?
Oh yeah.
Oh, how fun.
Yes, he is in a he's one who is in fierce competition with Maria when it comes to spirit days and things.
That is awesome. That is
So
hilarious.
I don't know if they're friends or if
They're
he's
frenemies?
more of a arch nemesis who's they're
Probably an arch nun.
when
That
I
one
was a
from-
kid in school,
Mhm.
they do spirit days and you kind of do it, but I was never really into it.
Yeah.
I don't remember any teachers doing anything. But yeah, now some teachers really get into it. Our daughter totally gets into Spirit Week things and all
Full
the
in.
dress up days and stuff.
Maybe those two should work together on something.
They I don't know.
Since they're competing all the time against each other, maybe they just need to work
Something.
together.
Yeah, then they could crush all the competition. Team up.
Okay, what does that person teach?
I want to say students.
Wow.
Right.
I would have never thought.
In high school.
Way to go.
Maybe science. I don't know.
Well, that's hilarious. It's
something,
hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, that's
All
cool that
right.
there's, other
Yeah.
Christian and
Yeah. Yeah.
believers that
Yeah.
are at the
Yeah.
high
Yeah.
school because they definitely need to make
Oh,
a difference in
and
such a
yeah,
crazy
and we
world.
need each other. And
We do.
I'm really enjoying doing local conferences, just connecting with each of the churches because we need each other.
Hmm.
There's churches, you're not alone. You're not struggling and trying to get through it alone. This is we're a connectional system, and that means we get to do this together, and you're
Hmm.
not alone. I'm there to try and help you out, and the conference has all kinds of boards and committees and stuff to try to help out local churches. And so this is a good thing, and it's all kinds of good stuff. Anyway, we better wrap it up. And
Well, I just want to say,
yeah,
let uh, let's just keep praying for our
yeah,
churches. We have,
yeah,
some churches in transition,
yeah,
and so we just need to keep
yep,
praying that we can
yep.
get the right
There's
pastor and just leadership
yeah.
in there. So,
And
hmm.
I haven't done a lot of local conferences. I think I'm at 11 right now, and there's churches that are doing great, some churches that are struggling, some churches that are really struggling. However, in all of them, there's wonderful Christian people. I have
Yeah.
yet to go to a church and there's a bunch of cranky. There's wonderful godly people in each one of our churches, and the Bible talks about loving one another, and we're just going to keep doing that. And so this is a wonderful adventure we're on together. Hey, we better get going. Lord bless you. Have a great week. Bye bye.